Hey guys, Cass Nelson-Dooley here, author of Heal Your Oral Microbiome and integrative and functional medicine consultant. And we're talking today about all of the similarities between the mouth and the gut and why these 8 simple supplements can help both. It's so interesting that, these days we have dentists that handle the mouth, we have doctors that kind of handle the neck down, but really the mouth and the gut are 2 stops on the same bus line. They have so many similarities that I call them kissing cousins in my book. And with the same thing in mind, we should consider that having problems in the mouth or problems in the gut, we can treat them both at the same time. That's one of my things that I talk about a lot, is that we really shouldn't treat the gut and the mouth separately. We should treat them as one. What we'll talk about today are the 8 supplements where we can target both the mouth and the gut at the same time. You can see this more in my blog, 8 Supplements for Oral and Gut Health, that came out April 2024. Okay, we have 8 supplements to go through today. And one of the big topics that I love the most, of course, is the microbiome. So we'll start first with the supplements that build the microbiome. I think they are the most important supplements, really. And that includes prebiotics and probiotics. So prebiotics are the non-digestible components of your diet, especially vegetables and fruits, fiber, things that we eat that are whole foods can really build. The prebiotics actually are food for good bacteria. You can get them in the diet. There's a lot of great ones out there. You can check out my blog, Best Prebiotics for the Oral Microbiome. And those same prebiotic foods, things like banana or asparagus, lettuce, they're also great for the gut microbiome too. And so you can eat those foods. That's a great way to build up your microbiome day in and day out. You can also take supplements, prebiotic supplements. There are powders, there are capsules. Usually they're targeted for the gut, but the mouth can benefit also from prebiotics. More recently, you'll see that there are toothpastes containing prebiotics. So there's more to come in this area with prebiotics for the mouth. And let's move over to probiotics. So probiotics are the good bacteria that we put in supplemental form, that we take by usually in powders or capsules. Usually it's to promote gut health, or that's what we hear of more often, is gut health probiotics. But a lot more commonly in recent years, you'll hear about dental probiotics. Now, I do distinguish these two. Dental probiotics are to take in the mouth and chew or let melt in your mouth to deliver probiotics to your teeth and gums. And I call them oral probiotics if you take them by mouth, but they are intended for the gut, and they may also have systemic effects. So both are really great. Dental probiotics now, I don't expect a dental probiotic to really have a big impact on the gut. And obviously, I do think if you take a oral probiotic for gut health, it is possible it could benefit oral health. But I think it's best if you have issues both in the mouth and the gut that you treat both with probiotics to benefit them. Now, there's a lot more good bacteria in the mouth and the gut than we will ever find in a probiotic. So that's where prebiotics are so important. And let's just revisit why we even want to do this, right? Why do we want to build the microbiomes of the gut and the mouth? It's because the immune system, it also lines these cavity, we would call it, this organ system. So we want to build the immune response by building the good bacteria. One of the great things that good microbes in the gut and the mouth do for us is fight off infections and fight off pathogens. So this is a critical defense for us against foreign organisms that can harm us. We also can, when we build the microbiomes, we also improve the gut lining and the mouth lining. And those are defensive barriers that protect us from the outside world. And then lastly, the microbiome makes vitamins for us and antioxidants. So it makes other good things. The list could go on, but let's stop there with why the microbiome is so important. And just remember to take your prebiotics and your probiotics when you're trying to improve health in the gut and or the mouth. All right, number 3 supplement is our enzymes. We have lots of enzymes in our bodies, but what I'm talking about specifically today are digestive enzymes. The gut uses digestive enzymes to break down food so you can absorb the nutrients from your food every day. And it's a critical part of digestion and gut health, and many people have problems in this area. This is a common thing that we talk about in integrative and functional medicine. Well, the mouth is also involved. It also has enzymes, and that's what I'm kind of bringing to light today, is that we have amylase. We make amylase in the mouth. We also have lactoperoxidase. So there are enzymes in the mouth that can be really critical. Lactoperoxidase, for example, kills off pathogens and decreases cavities and decreases gum disease. So these are critical enzymes in the mouth that help encourage health. And you may see them. There are now enzymes in toothpaste. There are kind of lozenges that freshen breath that contain enzymes. I think we're going to see a lot more enzymes when it comes to oral health products, so stay tuned. All right, number 4 supplement that's critical for gut and oral health is a multivitamin mineral. So maybe it sounds too simple, too good to be true. You just need a good multivitamin mineral to help with many of these things. And that's because your body, your tissues need to heal, and they need multivitamins and minerals, and also your immune system needs to function, and that can provide the nutrients that the immune system needs to properly act and help you and protect you and not get overactive or kind of overcharged. So many people will say that we don't have malnutrition in countries that have wealth and have enough food to eat. But unfortunately, the truth is we do still have nutritional problems. It can be due to many reasons that I can't really get into here. But there is testing to pinpoint if you have nutritional issues. You can work with an integrative and functional medicine provider to figure out if you have nutritional inadequacies. But suffice it to say that when we're trying to heal problems in the mouth and the gut, we do need a good comprehensive coverage of nutrition to make that possible. And you can check out my blog, Vitamins for Oral Health, if you'd like to learn about some more details on that. Okay, so we have been over probiotics and prebiotics, enzymes, a good nutritional supplement, and multivitamin mineral. Now, alongside the idea of probiotics and prebiotics, we have the other side of the coin, which are antimicrobials. So antimicrobials, there is a time and a place for antimicrobials. If there is infection in the mouth, if there is infection in the gut, if there's dysbiosis, an imbalance that is causing symptoms, this may need to be treated. There's many different things. You know, there's antibiotics, there's antimicrobial herbal supplements, there's antimicrobial herbal rinses. There are, you know, like a 1% hydrogen peroxide rinse or a 1% iodine rinse. Please use these with a qualified practitioner, a biological or holistic dentist, or a integrative and functional medicine provider, because really when you're killing the microbiome, you're kind of playing with fire, and it's so important to build it up again. Sometimes you can make things worse. So it's good to have a very savvy clinician work with you on this. And you can check out my blog on gargling, where I talk about some more details, antimicrobial rinses for the mouth. I also want to mention Prebiotics Silver. This is from our sponsor this month, Designs for Health. Thank you so much, guys. This is a neat toothpaste because it has been shown in studies to decrease the bacteria that has been implicated in cavities. That's Streptococcus mutans. So it's already an impressive product. They did update it recently. So now it contains silver. So it has an antimicrobial component, and it contains probiotics and CoQ10 for gum health. So this is a really neat kind of two-pronged strategy, both addressing dysbiosis and building up good bacteria at the same time. Check them out. That's Designs for Health. I'll talk about their Prebioimmune product later. And so that's antimicrobials. Now, the next supplement that I'll talk about for gut and oral health are healing supplements, healing and soothing supplements. This is a critical part of gut health. Once you've dealt with gut problems and done a gut health protocol with an integrative and functional practitioner, one of the key stages at the end is to heal the gut lining, because these tissues are damaged after going through illness. So often we will recommend gut healing products. They may contain aloe, deglycyrrhizinated licorice, marshmallow. They may have soothing kind of mucilaginous herbs in them. It's kind of like coat, soothe, protect. It's that type of idea. And this is very common for gut health products, but Even in the mouth, there is the Healthy Dentist has a 20% aloe vera juice mouthwash. So this would be a healing, soothing, anti-inflammatory mouthwash. I do think it would be possible, practitioners, you can think about having your patient swish with a gut healing powder prior to swallowing it, as long as it doesn't stain or have any negative effects for the mouth. Okay, number 7 for the mouth and gut twofer is fish oil. So fish oil is a wonderful natural anti-inflammatory. It works well in the gut, like when there is inflammation in the gut, fish oil is a wonderful supplement to take. It's also great for the brain and the joints and the skin and the heart, of course. But what's been very interesting in the oral health area is this substance found in fish oil called specialized pro-resolving mediators. So these pro-resolving mediators help to turn off inflammation, and it may be one of the most important parts of why fish oil benefits us so much. So these pro-resolving mediators have been found in scientific studies to improve the healing in the mouth, decrease inflammation, and balance the oral microbiome. So I think this is a really exciting area for oral health, and especially if you have gum disease or bleeding gums, you need to check out the pro-resolving mediators. Number 8 for our supplements that benefit oral and gut health at the same time is immune support. So the immune system is kind of intricately interwoven throughout the whole gut, including the mouth, right? Really, the mouth is considered part of the GI tract. The mouth and the gut are very similar. And so boosting the immune system can be very vital in getting better. Secretory IgA is a protein, an immunoglobulin found throughout the mouth and the gastrointestinal tract. It helps protect us from foreign organisms, foreign proteins that can hurt us. And so building up immunoglobulins in the gut has shown a lot of benefits. We've seen it decrease diarrhea, it improves nutrition, it balances the microbiome, it improves the barrier, right, the lining of the gut. And so even though there's not as much evidence about immunoglobulins benefiting oral health, I'm willing to bet that it does help oral health, and that when you take immunoglobulins for gut health, you are also improving oral health. So practitioners, you can keep that in mind. And then other ways of boosting the immune system in the mouth would be a great idea. For example, again, Designs for Health, our sponsor, they have Prebiotics. I think this is a really fascinating product because it contains not just a patented probiotic that helps to fight gum inflammation and damage in the mouth, but also beta-glucan, because with this Prebiotics, they are targeting not just the microbes and imbalances of microbes in the mouth, but the immune system itself. And if you think about gum disease, it is an imbalance of bacteria that then triggers an immune attack that damages the gums and bone. So you could argue that the real culprit of gum disease is the immune system and not the pathogens. So I really like products that think about, okay, let's target the immune system to change the balance of what's happening. This is an orange flavored lozenge. It tastes great. You can take it after brushing your teeth to change the immune system balance in your mouth as well as the microbial balance. Thank you, Designs for Health. So that wraps up our 8 supplements. These are supplements that can benefit both the mouth and the gut. And if you're troubled with, diarrhea, with constipation, with bloating, or if you're troubled with bleeding gums or cavities or bad breath, consider these 8 supplements as supplements that can kind of address both at the same time. You can find additional support with a biological or holistic dentist or an integrative or functional medicine practitioner. I have blogs that will help you find those in your area. If you like this information, please sign up for my newsletter at healthfirstconsulting.com. I put out an evidence-based blog every month, and you'll also get discounts on oral health products and supplements. You will also get a free buyer's guide to high quality supplements, and you can use it, or if you're a practitioner, you can customize it for your clinic. Please check out my book, Heal Your Oral Microbiome, which is available on Amazon, and I will see you next time. Thank you.